Hold on to your butts.
If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the word.
Hey guys,
Hey.
back at it again with another movie reaction. This is Dogma, directed by Kevin Smith. Came out, 1999?
Yes, this is a movie. So I have seen this.
I have not seen this one, no. But I heard nothing but good things. It's just, it's not the lack of trying, it's the lack of getting the content. Because I couldn't find it anywhere. We actually ended up buying this off of, we bought it off of Amazon. It's like from, it's the box is from South Korea. So it's like, kind of like, all Japanese, or
it's all Korean.
It's
Korean.
Yeah.
I think it's on YouTube, but we wanted like a physical copy because who knows? It could be taken off YouTube any moment.
Yeah, and we wasn't sure if it had everything in it too. Could have been cut out or something. So, yeah, but we were lucky to get the DVD version.
Yeah. So it's my birthday, and so I wanted to pick a movie to watch, and this is something that I've been wanting to. Because I want to watch it with you.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that's so unique. And it's funny. And it's just like, I love it.
Yeah, I didn't know there's a lot of stars in here. Actually, I looked at the box. I'm like, wow, Chris Rock's in this movie? That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Like a lot of people in this. I don't want to... I want you to be surprised.
Yeah.
I don't want to... I know you've seen some of the stars, but I don't want to say...
I just saw the
maybe
box,
you guys haven't seen it, so I want you guys to like...
Yeah.
Watch it with us. So we actually met Kevin Smith.
Yeah, we did.
What was this, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, we met him.
We went to, because we live near San Francisco, so we went to the Fan Expo.
Yeah.
And he was there. That's him right there.
He's a very,
and everyone
very nice
else from
guy,
Clerks was there too.
Yeah.
And he is so nice.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith is so nice.
Yeah. You know what's hilarious too? Because I came in for a handshake. This guy's like, no, give me a hug. And I'm like, I don't really hug people. I'm not a hugger,
Mm-hmm.
The only person I hug is my wife. I mean, and that's pushing it. I feel like.
I hugged him twice.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like he's like, come for a hug, and then at the end, after we took the shots, we about to say goodbye. He wanted another one. And I'm like, okay.
He was just so nice.
Yeah, he's so nice.
Oh my goodness. It was, I've definitely looked up to him growing up, so it was like definitely like something.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of his too. I mean, I haven't seen the first Clerks movie, but I have seen Clerks 2. I know there's a third one, which I didn't get around to seeing. But I have seen Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
I love Chasing Amy. That's a really good one. I don't think you have seen that movie. I want you to watch that.
I don't think I've seen that.
That's a good one. And then, so I've seen a couple of his movies. Actually, I've seen a good chunk of his movies, not all of them. So I think it's pretty good that we're going through this, yeah.
So, I haven't seen this in 10 years, so it's going to be nice to rewatch it, but I know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen,
Nope.
so...
Going here with zero, I'm going here blind.
Yeah, I'm excited, though. Yeah.
But anyway, so if you guys want the full reaction, you know what to do. Check out the Patreon. Links in the description down below.
Film is from start to finish a work of comedic fantasy, not to be taken seriously. To insist that any of this follows is any information is missed.
Oh, sorry, Steve. Oh, yeah.
I had a crush on, when I was younger, the guy in blue. I had a crush on him. I watched this when I was, younger.
How cute is those guys' ass? So basically killing people?
Ladies and gentlemen, the driving force behind Catholicism wow.
Media in this country view
love
the
this guy.
Catholic Church.
Passed away.
They think of us as a passé, archaic institution. While it has been a time-honored symbol of our faith, Holy Mother Church has decided to retire this highly recognizable yet wholly depressing image.
Wholly depressing image.
Christ. So,
What is it gonna be?
I present you with The first of many revamps the Catholicism Wow campaign will unveil over the next year.
Catholicism Wow.
The Bloody Christ.
Is he weeping?
Yeah.
That's not home.
Okay, well, they're in Wisconsin.
That's an indictment of
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Must be your brother.
Your
The
brother's
walrus with his girth and his bit. Now in the poem, what do
Loki?
they do?
Loki.
What do? They dupe all these oysters into following them, and then
Ensures the destruction of one's inner being.
Primal
organized
being.
religion destroys who we are by inhibiting
Hey,
our
Affleck.
actions, by inhibiting.
What have I been doing with my life?
He's talking her
He's
out.
talking her out of.
Yeah, I know. Listen, atta girl. We're going home.
Somebody sent us this in the mail.
The rededication of St. Michael's Church.
Is the kickoff of a new campaign which seeks to bring Catholicism into the mainstream. With a
Through the arch thing, and then I can go back
Do
home.
you understand what's happening?
Walking through the archway, all your sins are forgiven. Then all we have to do is die. Die? I don't want to die. What? You'd rather hang around here for a few more years? We don't even know if we can die. Fuck that. If we cut off our limbs, transubstantiate to complete human form, we become mortal. If we die with clean souls, there's no way they can keep us out. We won't be angels anymore, but at least we get to go home. They can't keep
They
us
want to
out
go back to
anymore.
I don't
heaven.
want to go back
And once
to
we get back in, I'm sure just forget
But they've
it.
been bad boys,
This is church law.
so
It's
they
not
were,
divine mandate.
I think, kicked
Church
out
laws
of
are
heaven.
fallible 'cause they're created
So they're
by man.
demons?
No, they're not demons.
Secret process.
Oh, so they're in hell and also not in
First, the
heaven.
Son of God.
They're just
was.
on earth, everyone.
Whenever you
Dogma.
Country, join
Bethany.
this protest against euthanasia. Well, now please rise for the recession of faith.
Is this the actress who played the Man in Black?
Oh, I love her.
So where were you yesterday? A bunch of us went to brunch.
To church.
That still kills me, you in church. Only they knew your weekly tithing came from a Planned Parenthood check.
I don't know why I still got Liz. I don't think I have any faith left.
Do you remember that seminary student who used to mow my lawn when I tried to set you up with? He said that faith is like a glass of water. When you're young, the glass is little, so it's easy to fill. As you get older, the glass gets bigger, the same amount of liquid doesn't fill it anymore. But periodically, the glass has to be refilled.
You're suggesting I need to get filled.
In more ways than one. You need to get laid back yourself. You need a man, if only for 10 minutes. Option.
I think God is dead.
The sign of a true Catholic.
But the irony is, though, she is a devout Catholic, yet she works in a women's clinic.
Yeah.
But you can be both, you know?
Oh, Jason Lee.
Yeah.
Reynolds. I'm from the EPA.
Yep. Oh, that's the hockey kids.
Move!
Hot,
Well, he wants it cool.
cold.
Pleasure, no rapture, no exquisite sin greater than sexual air.
Boy,
That up.
if he was in hell, I don't think they have AC down
I
there.
guess that's true.
Powers will attempt to contact the last sign. I need you three to shuffle her loose the mortal coil.
So let's go around killing people with hockey sticks.
The people that he needs killed.
I don't think
Yeah.
that the hockey stick would have killed that lady. I don't know if that's a sharp.
Well, if they're really strong, it probably went through her.
Well, oh, that's Alan Rickman.
Yeah. R.I.P. Alan Rickman.
Hollis Gruber.
Out of here! Now!
Or you do what exactly? Hit me with that fish.
Oh.
Just take whatever you want, but don't kill or rape me.
Don't get over, will you? I could maybe if I wanted to. Angels are ill-equipped.
Oh.
See,
That sucks.
anatomically,
That's like
as
salt.
I was saying, I'm hereditary. You people, there isn't a movie about it. It's not worth knowing, is it?
No.
Metatron acts as the voice of God. Yahoo claims that God has spoken to them. They're speaking to me. Or they're talking to themselves. Nor the psychological capacity to withstand the awesome power of God's true voice. Were you to hear it, your mind would cave in and your heart would explode within your chest. We went through 5 atoms before we figured that one out.
What the 5 atoms?
I just got that joke. I didn't know about that joke.
Stop a couple of angels from entering and thus negating all existed.
Oh, so they know about the planet.
Stop a couple of angels from entering and thus negating all existence. Back in the old days, God was vengeful and hot-tempered, and his wrath was bore by the angel of death named Loki. But one day, he refused to bear God's wrath any longer.
Why?
He listened to his friend, a Grigori by the name of Bartleby.
Bartleby.
They watched.
So one day, Loki's wiping out all the firstborn of Egypt.
The 10th plague.
Loki takes his friend Bartleby out for a post-slaughter drink. And over many rounds, so, very inebriated, Loki tells God he quits, throws down his fiery sword, and gives him the finger, which ruins it for the rest of us, because from that day forward, God decreed that angels could no longer imbibe alcohol, hence all the spitting.
Oh.
When the world ends, they'll have to sit outside the gates for all eternity.
And this has what to do with me?
Someone has clued them into a loophole in Catholic dogma that would allow them to re-enter heaven. If they're allowed to enter that church, they'll unmake the world.
Okay. Why?
Why?
Because of who you are. To girl in their PJs, don't ask so many questions, just serve your purpose. You won't be alone. You'll have support.
Okay.
Angels.
Prophets,
Prophets.
in a manner of speaking. 2 of them. The one who speaks, and he will, at great length, whether you want him to or not, will make mention of himself as a prophet. The other one, well, he's a quiet type. Look,
Was it Jay Bob? Is it Jay and Silent
we're
Bob?
working in a time frame here.
So you hear it sounds like flies.
Yeah.
I love that.
Pepper spray. Oh, they're after her. Was this supposed to be like the Ducks, Mighty DuckTales or something?
Yeah, the Mighty Ducks, they get into drugs.
Yeah.
And look how they turned out.
There you go. Those beautiful little kids.
Yeah.
Go back to your paper at you, Mighty Duck Fox!
Yes, yes, I trust them.
Did you see that?
I don't know what to say or think.
That you offer a sex as a reward?
But I'd like to know who they and you are.
Oh, I'm Jay. This is my head of life mate, Silent Bob.
Are you protesters?
You mean those dickheads with the signs and pictures of dead babies? Shit, no. Me and Silent Bob are pro-choice. Women's bodies are all fucking business.
I have a shirt that says that. I fucking
We're gonna
love
pick up chicks. We figure abortion clinic's a good place to meet loose women. That's what we like to fuck. That shit. Fuck this town, man. I'm going back to Jersey and start up a business again. I can kick the shit out of little kids in Red Bank and make myself a profit.
Prophets, 2.
Oh.
Jersey's pretty far from McHenry. May I ask what brought you here?
Some fuck named John Hughes.
16 Candles, John Hughes?
You know that guy too? That fucking guy. Fucking Breakfast Club. All these stupid kids actually show up for detention. Like on Real Science, where this bee wants to take her gear off and get down, but oh no, she don't, because it's a PG movie. What the fuck we found out when we got there? There is no Shermer in Illinois.
Shouldn't you have checked that before you headed down there?
I think I should go with you.
What, like steady? You want to be my girlfriend? Alright, but Silent Bob has to live with us and you pay the rent.
No, I want to go with you to New Jersey.
Someone told me I'd meet you and you'd take me someplace I was supposed to go.
What the hell are you babbling about? All I know is we saved your ass from some angry fucking dwarfs, and now you're telling us we're supposed to take you somewhere and you know what the hell it is?
$2 for being my guide. You're going to Jersey anyway. All I'm asking is to tag along.
He doesn't know how to stick shift? Or was that...
What do I know about shifting?
Well, wasn't this your car?
You know, maybe you're wrong about this slaughter thing. I can't even be sure what incurs the Lord's wrath these days. Times change.
The major sins never change. And besides, I can spot a commandment breaker from like a mile away.
In this movie, I think, obviously, Matt Damon, he's acting better than Ben Affleck.
Oh yeah, Ben Affleck can act. In his early days, he could not act.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but out of nowhere, when he went away for a little bit, and all of a sudden he came back into the town, I feel like that's when his acting got so much better.
Yeah.
Boned up on the job you want.
No married man kisses his wife like that.
Yeah.
They're making out in the back of a...
PDA.
No, this is
Yeah,
a bus. I mean...
Kiss. Are you married?
Why?
Well, I'm just curious.
What do you think?
To her?
Are you married to her?
Yeah.
Not that it's any of your f***ing business, but no.
Okay, there you go.
Why?
Oh.
Because he breaking sins.
Yeah, it's bananas, right?
Guys, I guess just don't follow the sky, you know?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Chris Rock, that's your ass.
You big-titted women just don't follow the sky, you know?
Rufus, is it?
Yes, Rufus it is. It's usually long Rufus, but it's a little cold out here, you understand.
Oh, never mind.
Hey, Big Papa, how about lending a brother your coat till I find my own threads? I died. You know, Christ told me the secret to the resurrection once. We were at this wedding in Cana, right?
You knew Christ.
No, nigga owes me $12.
Only $12.
I'm not going anywhere until I find out where the hell you came from.
Me? I came from heaven. Now let's start walking. Well, fuck you. Do you know how far we are from anywheres? Hey, man. Back in the old days with JC, we used to walk everywhere. Did you ever have a fat apostle?
He's already met the prophets and the apostles with them. I think that our best course of action is to ensure that our parcel is not found. I'm gonna have to suddenly go Gotham.
What?
Yeah, I appreciate the loan.
What's your beef with the Bible?
Well, for starters, I'm not in it. Well, neither are any of us. We don't hear us bitching and moaning. Yeah, but I'm supposed to be in it. I was the 13th apostle.
Huh.
There's only supposed to be 12, right?
I've never heard of a 13th apostle named Rufus.
Yeah, all white boys, I might add. But no mention of me, Rufus. Because I'm a black man. But you know, that's just my pet peeve.
But if I were in heaven, I wouldn't care what the Bible said as long as they got the message right.
The message is what counts. But folks who build their faith on that message should be colorblind. No, my rabble rousers not doing that much above. So I'm gonna need some help down here. I'm gonna help you stop those angels from getting to that church in exchange for you helping me with my campaign.
Yes. You and your board are idolaters.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe you for that fascinating practice. No real doctrine of faith to speak of, more an arrangement of superstitions. The most well-known of which is the voodoo doll. You see...
Okay.
A mock-up of an individual is subjected to various pokes.
You are responsible for raising an icon which draws worship from the Lord. You have broken the first commandment. More than that, I'm afraid not a
See, that's our fucking reach.
passes for are innocent. You lead a good life.
Okay.
You have more skeletons in your closet than this assembled party. I cannot even mention them aloud.
You're his father, you sick fuck.
Oh.
Well,
You carry more stuff with the girl?
at last.
No, probably not.
I don't believe in voodoo.
I do find it ironic that he said all that shit, and Harvey Weinstein is the producer of this movie. So was he on that list?
Yeah, I see what you're
Yeah.
You're a pure soul. But you didn't say God bless you when I sneezed.
Okay?
He just said compliment.
You're getting off light.
Okay!
I know, I'm coming.
See, they're off the rocker.
Oh, this girl's no woman.
Oh, those weren't tits I saw Jay cozying up to?
What, these?
You should know better than anyone at this table that tits don't make a woman.
Hell, the tubby coat wearing motherfucker's got tits.
What usually defines a woman falls between two things.
Confused.
I'm amused, stupid.
Oh.
I can't take much more of this.
Okay. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna let you.
Gods.
You're saying God's a woman?
Was there ever that in your mind?
He's always referred to as him.
Well, that's not how I wrote it. The people that held the pens added their own perspective, and all the pen holders were a man. So she became a he. Doesn't
Yeah,
sound like
yeah.
God either.
No, that's possible.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
possible,
A
yeah.
woman's responsible for
So fuck.
What? A shit demon!
He sprayed it with, what is it?
I forget. Is it like Lysol or something?
Look at this pimp. How did you get out of half?
I told him I was coming up on a routine possession. Look, I don't have much time. If they figure out my ruse, they'll come looking for me.
Huh?
Everybody is looking for you. Both sides, above and below. Orders are to terminate you on sight.
Really? Why?
Because you're pissing people off, that's why. And I know Lucifer's pissed because you assholes might make him look bad by succeeding where he's failed so many times.
They're just gonna kill us?
They're gonna try. They've even got the last scion looking for you.
Really? You're kidding.
This is huge, man. Your re-entry is a thorn in a lot of sides, and they'll stop at nothing. I need nothing to prevent it. In the meantime, I suggest you find an alternate mode of transportation. If anything else comes up, I'll contact you.
You aren't getting into any trouble, are you?
Hell no, we're just about to smoke a fatty with these two suave motherfuckers just got on the last stop. This is Larry and Barry.
Hey, so Jay
Oh.
you're gonna sleep with him?
So, why are you heading to New Jersey?
It's just this thing I have to do.
We're going home. They're divorced.
That's a nice way of putting it. I call it being dumped.
I was, dumped once.
Don't you just constantly question your value? Like, why was I so easy to cast aside?
When do you think you lost your faith?
I remember the exact moment. I was on the phone with my mother, and she was trying to counsel me through this, and nothing she was saying was making me feel any better. She said, Bethany, God has a plan. Like, what about my plans? I had planned to have a family with my husband. Wasn't that plan good enough for God?
I love this conversation
One day,
between
God,
them.
just, stop.
But I warned you.
Okay.
Come to this church in New Jersey.
Really?
I'm supposed to stop a couple of angels from going into the church. They're trying. Nothing.
The apostle.
Holy shit!
Rufus, I want you to meet my new friend.
Life order.
Don't be such a show-off, Bear.
Take it easy, Bartleby. Just let it go. And we can talk about this.
Bartleby!
Holy shit, the apostle.
I didn't come in here, Pete, I swear.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Just to stop two angels from entering church. You think she's talking about us? No, two other fucking angels.
Yeah, I see there's a pretty good chance. What do you say, Rufus? We're gonna be liquidated? You haven't thought about the consequences of your re-entry! Why don't we just get on to the next Look, maybe we should rethink this whole thing. I mean, you heard the guy. He said there are consequences. And Azrael tells us we're marked. Look, man, there is more to this than we thought about.
I was close. You know, I was so close. Just slitting the bitches through. For the first time, I get it. When that little innocent girl let her mission slip, I had an epiphany. See, in the beginning, it was just us and him, angels and God. Then he created humans. He gave them more than he ever gave us. He gave them a choice. They choose to acknowledge God or choose to ignore him.
All I'm saying here is that one of us might need a little nap.
These humans have besmirched everything he's bestowed upon them. They were given paradise, they threw it away. They were given this planet, they destroyed it. They were favored best among all his endeavors.
I feel like every single angel thing, I feel like they're always indie humans.
Our would-be dispatchers.
It's all closely tied in with his family.
His mother and father.
Brothers and sisters.
Jesus didn't have brothers and sisters.
But she did have a husband.
Yeah.
And do you really think he would have stayed married to her for all those years if he wasn't getting laid? The nature of God, you are the great grandniece of Jesus Christ.
Oh.
That's why we needed you. Would you, could you have believed me?
It's too big.
That's what Jesus said. Yeah. That he was God's only son, and it meant a life of persecution and eventual crucifixion at the hands of the very people that he'd come to enlighten and redeem. It's unfair. It's unfair to ask a child to shoulder that responsibility, and it's unfair to ask you to do the same now.
Guess this means no more cheating on my taxes.
I should say the least.
Oh my god.
Fill them pews, people. That's the key. Grab the little ones as well. Hook them while they're young.
Like
That's not our catchphrase, especially the Catholic Church.
Yeah, hook 'em with it, yeah.
We'd like you to cancel the ceremony.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I was like, what?
There'll be a world of trouble if tomorrow's ceremony goes forward as planned.
These guys think that by passing through that archway, they can go straight to heaven.
You want me to call off the ceremony for that? Who sent you?
Yeah, Lucifer.
We were sent by him who is called I Am.
Catholic Church does not make mistakes.
What about the church's silent consent to the slave trade?
And its platform of non-involvement during the Holocaust?
All right. Mistakes were made.
Okay,
Hold the current incarnation of Holy Mother Church responsible for the oversights of old. Matters that demand
He's so funny.
I love this guy.
He steals the show.
Tomorrow.
I guess we're gonna have to try and kill him.
You said they couldn't be killed.
Correction.
Uh-oh.
They won't be killed. And just to ensure that, we're all gonna sit tight right here until those two idiots pass through that arch.
Hey, are you really that stupid? You do know what's gonna happen if those two jerks enter that church.
I'm actually counting on it.
He's grown weary of your superficial faith. He's turned a deaf ear to your lip service prayers. He has abandoned you. His favorites to the whim of judgment. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been judged as guilty of violations against our Almighty God in blood. Wait a snap. I feel a little exposed to
Okay.
Well, Lucifer just had to start his little war for the throne. Heaven became divided into two factions, the faithful and the renegades. Oh, the ethereal planes were chaotic with battle, angel against angel.
But Azrael refused to fight. He remained in the middle, waiting to see who came out victorious.
What are you, some kind of fucking chicken?
Oh, I was an artist, stupid! It was inspiration! A muse has no place in battle.
Hell, God turned on those that wouldn't fight. And Azrael was sent down with the demons. Something he considers a great injustice.
Oh, come on.
So you were an artist. Big deal. Elvis was an artist. But that didn't stop
Yeah,
him
he
from
fought in the
joining
war.
service
Yeah,
down
joined
the
the war. Yeah.
That's why he is the king, and you're a schmuck.
It's a matter of waiting for a church to celebrate their centennial, and when that finally happened, I sent the pair an article laced with ideas.
Yeah.
An incantation I picked up in the pit kept them cloaked and off heaven's radars. And so I dispatched him in a fairly ingenious fashion.
Her. And how? That's the only thing I couldn't figure out.
Oh no, I've seen way too many Bond movies to know that you never reveal all the details of your plan, no matter how close you may think you are to winning.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, asshole. I don't know if anyone explained the rules to you, but if you succeed, everything gets blinked out of existence, even you.
Human, have you ever been to hell? I think not. I'd rather not exist than go back to that. And if everyone has to go down with me, so be it.
I mean, I guess that'd be kind of easy. I mean, just make sure I never existed, then be in hell.
Things are getting... You see that? And I told them to keep a low profile. Oh, I'd be pissed, but in a couple of minutes, it's not gonna really matter anyway. Oh, now what was that all about?
What? Oh, nothing. I had something in my eye.
Now who's the fucking child? Take a shot. Take your best fucking
Is this something else?
shot.
Oh, is it something?
No, seriously, I'm not kidding. Take it. Come on. But I'm a fucking demon.
But I'm a fucking demon.
You hit a demon with an instrument of God, the pure side's always going to do the most damage.
Holy shit,
Oh, yeah.
loves an instrument of God?
No,
But the
golf
driver
club.
is because Glick's the kind of asshole who would bless his own clubs for a better golf game, but the sink. You've got the divine heritage.
Oh, because they...
Sanctifying is just one of the French benefits.
Ain't you, homie?
If they pass through that arch, they come out clean. And if they die, they go straight up. And hello, we know what happens then, right?
What if they just kill themselves?
It's a mortal sin. You die with a mortal sin on your soul and you burn. I'm not trying to get to hell.
You can't tell from his face, but the rosaries are a dead giveaway.
It's one of them! Kill that motherfucker!
No! Don't you listen? We can't touch him.
What was he gonna touch when I shoot his ass?
He's been at it for a while. We ran out of parishioners, and so he just started picking up folk off the road and just dropping them. This is just eons of repression getting purged. If only they'd let us jerk off, you know? Whoops, take a step back. He just lost it. He realized who you were and what you were gonna have to do. He just snapped. And the fuck.
His wings have been cut off. Loki. Well, tell me, have you gone in and come out through the archway yet?
No!
Okay.
Look at him going down like that. He thinks he's such hot shit.
Listen to me. You can't go through with this. Astria was just using you. If you go back...
Damn.
Become aware of the repercussions, Muse. I know what I'm doing. You, of all people, should understand what I'm trying to accomplish here. You too know what it feels like to be cast aside. See me, people. Every day in this perfect little world he created for you is a constant reminder that though my kind came first, your kind was most revered.
Probably. This has gone too far.
He's gonna kill him.
I might have to take you down.
It's okay.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I thought they couldn't drink, and now he's drunk.
You're weak.
More importantly, he's also a human being. Short lifespan.
He used
Sorry,
to.
old friend, but you lost the faith.
He went through the archway.
No, they haven't went through the archway yet. They're just trying to keep him from going to the church, I think.
Clay, you're all comatose like that John Doe Jersey bastard over there. We can make him into love.
What did you say?
Make him into love. It's a nice way to say boner.
No, about John Doe Jersey.
That's the person that died in the beginning.
That guy, the one who won't take off life support, John Doe Jersey.
Where's the nearest boardwalk?
Look, I ain't got time to win your prize now. We gotta get to the fucking.
Where is it? Do they have skee ball there?
Oh, there you go.
Big Bird! Ready for the count again? No!
Oh wait, I'm wrong. Okay.
Count the shells, sucker dog.
So he hasn't went through the archway yet. He has to. He does. Then he can go to heaven? Is that what
Yeah.
No, I think this makes him human because of the wings.
Angels have to cut their wings off to become human.
Okay.
Humans have to cut his wings off.
So now he can go the archway now.
Oh, is he in a coma or something?
I hope you're the skee ball type.
Because if he dies, he can get, he'll go right to heaven.
That's Alanis Morissette. I'm not sure that.
She'll kill.
See, God is on the
Anyone who isn't dead or from another plane of existence would do well to cover their ears. Right about now.
Because the real word can kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna bring everyone back to life? Or just get rid of them. Okay.
Just dump them in the. I don't know.
I don't understand how she got hit and died.
Well, I think they're gonna say explain it. I think.
One of the drawbacks to being a martyr is that you have to die.
Oh.
But no matter.
I wonder if she's going to heal her uterus so she can have children.
She can rebuild you. She has the technology. She can make you better. Strong, very relieved deity. You did well, little girl. I knew you'd come round. So you might want to take good care of yourself. We're going to need you down the road.
I know.
You were the last.
So she heals you so you can have kids.
This is the last son.
Oh, pregnant. Good.
Can't put anything past you.
Thank you for, I don't know, everything. Why are we here?
Didn't I tell you she was funny?
I told you she was a woman.
She's not really a woman. She's not really anything.
She's something, alright.
Crisis of faith over? Are you saying you believe?
Of course.
No. But I have a good idea.
Yes. And if you clean up your language, I just might put in a good word for you too. Thanks.
Oh, he said thanks.
Yeah.
So I think that's 3 words that he said in the whole movie.
You guys want to hear something sick? I got half a stock when she kissed me.
Chase.
I couldn't help it. The bitch was hot.
You know, you can't talk to me that way anymore.
Very pregnant when you have sex into the 3rd trimester.
I'll keep that in mind.
After watching this movie, what do you think? I mean, I know you've seen it.
I've seen. I want to know what you think. And
I
then
actually
we'll go from
really
there.
did love it. I liked it a lot. It's hilarious because how this movie kind of went about is kind of how I kind of feel about when it comes to religion. I feel like a little bit like, how do you know 100% of the Bible's actually true? You know, I mean, I do believe in all that type of stuff, but I just feel like it is written in someone else's, you know, perspective. So I'm like, well, how do you know they didn't forge it up a little bit? How do you know they didn't change it up a little bit? You know, and I like how they brought that into it. You know, like we talk about like Jesus when he was like 12, then all of a sudden you skip till he's like 30. So like, what happened to those years? You know, those 18 years. Like, there's a lot of stuff that could happen. You know, and I like that type of question too.
Also, because when Alan Rickman, he was telling Bethany about, you know, every time someone says, "Oh, they heard the voice of God,"
Yeah.
either they were talking to me or they're hearing voices.
Yeah,
So,
that was funny.
So I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. And also, when the Muse was talking, Salma Hayek, she was saying, "Oh, well, you know, all the apostles are men, right?"
Yeah.
And so that's their perspective of being a man. So, but where are the women? You know, where is their perspective?
Yeah, where theirs, yeah.
You know, so I
like how they left out like, oh well, you know, that Jesus was black, which I guess a lot. I don't think really I don't think he would be black. I think he'd be more darker, but I don't think he'd be black more because he the part of the world he came from. But I like how they announced it in this movie too. Like he wasn't a white guy, you know.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what else you want to talk about. Let's go just down the road. Chris Rock.
Yeah.
He was funny.
Hilarious, you know, and he also brought some of those serious moments too, like talking about, you know, I mean, Chris Rock is not the best actor, I would say. I mean, he was the worst actor in this movie. That war goes to Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Again, I will say this is before, and I said this earlier in the movie, Ben Affleck's acting in the beginning of his career was not that good. It was really bad. But, like I said, when he took some time off, maybe he went to some acting school or classes, something like that. When he did Argo, no, it wasn't Argo. It was The Town. When he did The Town, I feel like that's when his acting was, like, gotten a lot better, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He did Argo, then Gone Girl, and all that type of stuff. I feel like that's when his movies...
Matt Damon did good.
Matt Damon's always good.
I felt like they weren't, like, the main stars, though.
No.
I think it was more, like, about Bethany. And I think the story
it was like an ensemble cast.
Yeah, but
that's what I liked.
It was about her and about her getting to the location of the church. And in the beginning of the story, she kept on going to church, but it was just for habit.
Yeah, habit. Yeah,
she lost some of her, you know, faith. And
yeah.
I mean, any woman would too. I mean, she's talking about how her husband left her for someone else. She wasn't able to conceive, and she really wanted to, and she felt lost. And you know, at the end of this movie, now God gave her.
She's married.
She's pregnant now, and you know, it gave her, you know, something to, you know, go forward with, and I think that's like beautiful. I think Kevin Smith, obviously, he has I'm not sure what his religion is, but for him to make this, I feel like it was made out of respect. I mean, you know, it's fun to make fun of.
Not make fun. Just say what if.
You know, well, they were making fun of the Catholic Church, which I think everyone does.
Yeah.
So, you know, I liked that, but I think, you know, because who else was saying? Oh, it was Rufus.
Yeah.
He was saying it's not just about one, because he said something. Oh, God. Yeah, God didn't like how there's these, denominations of faith or whatever.
Yeah.
It's all about.
Do you have faith? You know.
Yeah.
And that's what I always thought too. Like when it came to religion too, is like, well, you know what? It doesn't matter which religion is like you think is right. Just as long as you have that type of faith, you know. And I think that's something that's important too. You know, some people like say, well, your faith is wrong. Well, your faith is wrong. Why can't you just like agree to disagree? But I guess what I mean.
And they were also saying, and because of that, millions, if not billions, people have died because of people fighting over the faith.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's not what I don't know. I feel like watching this, I don't know. It's like it's the bigger picture, really, instead of just being so one-sided. And I know there's a lot of people, obviously, probably hate this movie.
Yeah, but I think it's a perfect thing that he did a disclaimer at the beginning of the movie. Yeah, like, guys, this is just a movie, okay?
And also, he was calling out at the platypus.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, I mean, whoever made the platypus, that's fucking ugly.
Yeah.
Stupid. So, but he was also saying that God must have a sense of humor. So maybe not take things too seriously, you know? So I feel like it was written, like, I don't know. So to me, I think Kevin Smith is so smart for how he wrote this.
Yeah.
For sure.
What else I want to talk about in this one?
Jay and Silent Bob? How'd you like that?
Jay and Silent Bob is always good. I don't think that, you know what, I was talking to Grace, I think we should do a Kevin Smith marathon. Like, we watch some of his watch all his work, because I think that'd be kind of cool, because I haven't seen all his movies, and I know she hasn't seen all his movies, but I have seen a good chunk of his movies. And I know Jay and Silent Bob does make a appearance in pretty much almost all of them, not all of them, you know? And, yeah. I think
I also want to talk about this. Okay, so the reason why Dogma we can't find it nowhere is because why?
Harvey Weinstein owns the rights to it, you know?
And the only way that he can get it back is how much money?
I think he would say like $5 million, which... there's a petition to raise up so they can get it on streaming and stuff like that, you know, so you can have access to it. Because I feel like a lot of people should watch this movie.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to watch it because, you know, it's not on a streaming service or something like that. You know, you have to really search up the DVDs.
So he has no rights to it. So that breaks my heart, though, because if it was anyone else, whatever, but it's Harvey Weinstein. Yeah. He should not have a hold of this beautiful work of art that is so funny. You know, and we also need to talk about the movie, when Matt Damon and Ben Affleck they were in that conference room and they were calling out all the board members, things that they have done, and I feel like that. I think that's Kevin Smith's way of, you know, any big corporation. You guys are all pieces of shit. You guys are all bad. You know, and also there was like saying, like the movie, you guys are making people, you know, have that character be like a false idol or whatever.
Well, that right there is kind of to interpretation. When you brought that up, I was going to say, in the Bible, you're not supposed to worship anything. And, you're not supposed to worship. I haven't been to Sunday school in years, but I think it says that you're supposed to don't worship a false god. That's what it was, a false god.
Yeah.
So I think you could take as worship as anything. Like, for example, I have a whole bunch of Marvel stuff over here. You can think I worship Marvel versus God, you know?
I think that's stupid. No, just like it.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't mean that you are worshiping it.
I know, but someone could interpret that as you're worshiping it because you're always looking at it, watching movies, you're having all this stuff over there instead of putting your time towards God. So that's how I always thought of it as, you know, and I think that's what they were going as for. Like, people worshiping this versus God, you know?
Yeah. But I liked that. Yeah. I thought it was funny, you know, but it's calling out all of the major big...
Yeah.
Like, for example, Harvey Weinstein.
I thought that was more of a Disney corporation, but they didn't want to use Disney.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I thought it was cartoons.
Instead of movie, it could have been Mickey Mouse or whatever.
Yeah. That's why, because it's like, you have your movies, you have your
big
parks.
theme parks.
Yeah. So that's why I thought that was a substitute for Disney. You know, because Disney is an evil corporation. You know, I love Disney. I love going to Disneyland, and not so much now because it's all. But
you know what?
It's kind of like they didn't care about the money.
They want that money. Yeah. They don't care.
Yeah.
Okay. They don't care if they need to go on left side, right side. Yeah. They don't care. They just want that money.
Yeah.
That's all I can really say.
And then, I looked the whole thing about the whole. And this is something I always thought. Did Jesus have brothers and sisters? Because I'm sure he wasn't the only sibling. You know, Joseph and Mary was still married. You know, so.
They brought that up. Yeah,
they brought that up. I remember asking my parents that question too. Did Jesus have brothers and sisters? They always said no. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me, but okay, you know. So I'm glad they kind of brought that up too a little bit, you know, because I think it would have made sense if they would have had kids, especially back then. They had like lots of kids. Mm-hmm. So again, I'm going to rate this movie. I'm going to give it.
Can I go first?
Yeah, you go.
I'm going to say 10 out of 10.
Exactly. I was thinking
And the reason why it's so fucking high, one is I grew up on this movie.
Yeah.
I think it's something that it made me think about stuff when I was younger. And I think this is a great one to show, not to fucking little kids, obviously, but to kids that are kind of like, maybe in middle school or something, because that's when I first watched it, and it made me think about religion in a different way.
Yeah.
And it's funny, it makes it easy to digest. Because I feel like religion's a really hard pill to swallow.
It really is.
When you think about it, like, what?
Yeah.
So when you watch this, I'm not saying you need to watch a movie to get religion, but I feel like, the bigger picture of it. Anywho, so it's a fun watch, and now that I'm 31 today, it's still fun, and
yeah. I'm actually gonna go 10 out of 10 as well. The reason why I was hesitating is because I was trying to think, is there any part I didn't like? And there isn't. I mean, I thought the whole thing was this good. I don't think there was not one downside. Yes, there was some questions I had, but I felt like they answered all the questions. If I shut the fuck up and watch the movie, they answered the questions that I had. So, overall, I'm gonna say 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great movie to watch my birthday. Thank you for letting me pick it.
Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I mean, if you guys want us to watch more Kevin Smith movies, I think we're going to do that, So, yeah. See you guys in the next one.
Bye.